If you take a walk through the Cotswold Montessori, you would understand why we joined Cotswold. Our son had severe anxiety, he was unhappy, he was very reserved, and it was a daily struggle to get him to come to school. We came here and we met Skittles and all the goats and the ducks, and it was just it for him. He saw the freedom that the children had to be able to do own choice items and spend time outside. His teacher at the time made a point to get to know him. He will tell everyone and anyone of his school and the ducks and the goats, and through so much compassion and love, she got him to like school. And today he loves coming to the Cotswold Montessori. They take a lot of time to get to know the child as a whole, and they focus on the holistic approach of getting a happy child, because an unhappy child can't learn. A happy child can learn.
What really got me is how mathematics was taught, because I'm a big fan of mathematics. I believe that children should never fear maths as much as we did when we grew up. So they used some cylinder, they broke a cylinder into pieces, like they opened it up and showed us how exactly a surface area is determined. At the end of those 3 years, I saw a completely different being. I didn't even think that my son would be able to play soccer for that matter. And that confidence was sort of built through the Montessori environment of having been nurtured over the 3 years into realizing his potential. You know? Well, he's quite an academic, but yeah, I also saw another side to him, a sportsman. And I can only think that it's because of the environment that allowed him to be more expressive of himself. The teacher really helped to cast him out of his shell and bring out the best in him.
So there's many materials in a Montessori classroom, and Montessori believe that what the hand does, the mind remembers. Most of our equipment is concrete material, and all our equipment has an indirect purpose to it, which also has the control of error built into it, where the children will then realize where they've gone wrong or if their work is correct. By using the concrete material, it is easily internalized, and once they have internalized the work that they have done, they will then learn to start abstracting the material, whereby then they will use pen and paper when doing their activities and their work.
I wanted to create a school in a peaceful country environment where the children can learn both indoors and outdoors and share the space with animals like the ducks and the guinea fowl, using the Montessori curriculum. For us as adults, we see the child before us, and in our mind's eye, we see the child of the future developing to their full potential. When we ask parents what is it that they want in a school for their child, many parents say that they want their children to be excited, love coming to school, love learning, and become the best version of themselves. Sometimes children struggle, and this may be because they begin to compare themselves to others and begin to feel that they are not good enough. Here at the Cotswold, we provide many opportunities for the children to believe in themselves, build up their confidence, know that they can make mistakes and that we're all learning. We want them to build a lifelong love of learning. And this is a little bit different from possibly mainstream schools where children learn by rote so that they can pass the test, and the work is set by the teacher and the pace is set by the teacher. At a Montessori school, the child works at their own pace. They work with materials to help them understand concepts like maths and language, and they really are building up a lifelong love of learning. I think what's really great about Montessori is that the children practice how to think for themselves, and this is a wonderful skill that they are definitely going to need going into the future.
We have mixed age classes catering for children from 18 months old in the preschool up to 13 years old in year 7. In a mixed age classroom, you have children from a 3-year cycle of ages, for example 3 to 6-year-olds together in a class, 6 to 9-year-olds and even 9 to 12-year-olds. So they work together And the younger children are inspired to do the work of the older child, while the older child naturally becomes a mentor to the younger ones, so everyone benefits. Our pupils are confident and independent. They really display a lot of empathy for one another, especially the children younger than themselves. Their leadership qualities come through very naturally because of the mixed age classes, where they can practice those skills all day, every day, while they are working and while they are playing. I think some of the most important benefits are that we look for the good in every child. We find their strengths and we work with those to bring out the full potential of the child. My favourite part of a Montessori classroom is the mathematics equipment, because I believe that it really leads to a very deep understanding of the basic skills that the children are learning.
Cotswold is a family, and we are proud to be part of this family.